The days of Kemi Badenoch as leader of the opposition are now numbered. Backbenchers, Tory members who are not happy with her leadership, and let's be honest, there's nothing to be happy about her leadership. She's been a complete failure. And to be fair to her, no matter who took over, was going to be a complete failure. She was always an interim manager, someone to get through the bad days until somebody else could come along to then maybe, only maybe, resurrect the party. And we will see what the next Tory leader does. But her days are numbered. She's had no impact. She's started getting defections now of sitting Tory MPs to reform, her main competitor. They're still going down in the polls. Everybody thought at the general election that would be the lowest they would sink. No, they were wrong. They're still sinking. And now people have set up a countdown clock to November. Because in November, technically, she can be challenged for the leadership of the party. Who's it going to be? Now, it all depends what they want. It all depends what they think. If they think they have the right policies and everything they did over the last 14 years was fine, it was just misunderstood by the public, but Kemi's the problem now, she's just not a good enough leader, it's Kemi, it's all Kemi's fault, then they will replace her with someone else like her. James Cleverly would be my money would be on him. They'll replace her with him. He's wetter than her. He will have no effect on the party and the opinion polls whatsoever. And then he'll be in post for another year, 18 months, and they'll be going, oh, we can't change the leader again now. Not now. So he'll get longer than she got. And eventually they're going to have to say to themselves, maybe it's our policies. Maybe it's the fact that we're Lib Dems. And why would you vote for Tories who pretend to Lib Dems when you have the real Lib Dems sitting there? Good question, Nick. I know. So they need to get their heads around that. The only party who can damage Reform UK would be the Tory party. But at the moment, the Tory party are doing everything Reform are praying they're going to do. Now, if they elected someone like Jenrick, who I'm probably at 5% of support for him now. I was at 1.0%. Didn't trust him. He's conning us. He's not a right winger. But I'm at 5% now. He's slowly winning me over. The Tory party aren't. Don't get me wrong for one moment. I'm not contemplating voting for the Tories. Even with Jenrick in place, I probably still would never vote for the Tories again. That's how far they've come down in my esteem. So put that into context. I'm just trying to be fair to all people here. If they elect someone like him, straight away, many Tory supporters would flock back to the Tories, because Nigel Farage is a little bit like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him. I quite like Nigel Farage. I think the country owes him a big thank you for the Brexit referendum, which he forced over decades. So, but Reform themselves are not winning people over because they're Reform. They're winning people over because they're not Tories and they're not the Labour Party. They're basically winning by a fluke. That's why they're winning in the polls at the moment, by a fluke. It's not because of their policies, it's not because of anything else, because most people don't know their policies, they haven't got that many policies, and they haven't got a vision. They're not leading us anywhere. Their number one mantra is, we're not the Tories, we're not Labour. That can only get you so far for so long, but they're being put under scrutiny now, and they will drop in the polls. They can't stay that high. They're still, at the moment, they're still going to win the general election at the way things are, but only the Tories can damage them. Only the Tories could stop that from happening if they get a decent leader, a right-wing Tory leader. But the problem is most of their MPs are wets. Most of their MPs are pink, fluffy, woke idiots who would feel more at home in the Lib Dems, actually. Are they going to want to vote for someone like Jenrick? But what will happen eventually is they'll lose more seats to the elections. They may lose more seats at the elections coming next year, and eventually self-preservation kicks in, and eventually those Lib Dem MPs on the Tory benches will go, yes, I have got principles, and yes, I do believe that 99% of women don't have penises, and I do believe we need to tackle man-made climate emergency. I believe in all those things, but I believe more that I need to keep my £96,000 seat. I believe in that more. Because they're human. And they're greedy, like most humans are. So once it gets closer to the election, and there's been some more losses along the way at local elections and in Scotland and in Wales, eventually they will go, maybe we need to change direction if that helps me keep £96,000 a year. Have you ever been on 96 grand a year? Have you? I haven't. Nowhere near that. That's an incentive. That's an incentive to do what needs to be done to keep your seat. It's called an incentive. 96,000 reasons to abandon your principles, to abandon what you think you believe in and go in a different direction. 96,000 little reasons. So Kemi's on limited time now. We will see when she goes. She can be replaced in November, but it won't be this side of Christmas. It'll probably be beginning of next year, or will they wait until the May elections? Wait till the May elections, see how badly the Tories do again, and then they may go, well, she's taken us to a new low. Can't blame the general election on her, but we can blame the May elections on her. Here's an excuse to get rid of her. Bye-bye. So I think she'll stay till May, but she'll know she's gone in May, and she'll be less effective between now and May, because no one pays attention to her or the Tories anyway, and we're all beginning to realise she's a dead duck. So there's even less point in listening to her. But we'll see how much the Tories want to survive. Please subscribe. See you next time.